Hey everyone, welcome. So glad you could join us for this. We're about to get into something that's frankly a game changer for anyone in the B2B world. And right up top, I just want to give a huge shout out to the folks at Voxel Micro Video Labs by Don Allen Experience in San Pedro for putting this whole presentation together. All right, let's get into it.
All right, so here's the big topic for today, the B2B content playbook for 2026. We're talking about turning that podcast, the one you pour your heart and soul into, from something that kind of gets ignored into an absolute lead generation machine. This is going to be good.
So let me just ask you this, and be honest with yourself. Is your B2B content actually working as hard as you are? I mean, you're grinding, you're creating all this stuff, but is it really doing the heavy lifting? Is it delivering the results you need? It's a tough question, but a really important one. Okay, so that leads us right into our first section here, the content dead end. And I have a feeling this is going to resonate with a lot of you.
Now, this quote right here, it's everything. If your podcast isn't generating reach, authority, or leads, it's not a content problem, it's a repurposing problem. Think about that for a second. The problem might not be your show at all. It's what happens after you hit publish. That's the unlock. Does this sound familiar? I mean, this is the classic B2B podcast dilemma. You're ticking all the boxes, right? You're consistent, you've got amazing guests on, the conversations are top-notch. And yet, crickets. The download numbers are flat, and more importantly, 0 leads are coming in. It's maddening, but don't worry, we're going to fix it.
And this right here is the big strategic pivot for 2026. It's so simple, but so powerful. The full episode, that's for building depth. It's for your loyal fans. But the short clips, that's how you build distribution. That's how new people find you in the first place. You need both.
Okay, moving on to section 2. So why is your content getting ignored in the first place? Well, to figure that out, we've got to get inside the head of the person you're actually trying to reach. Here it is. This is the absolute core truth you have to understand. Senior decision makers, we're talking execs, founders, VPs, they could not care less about your product features. What they crave is market intelligence. They're looking for the big picture, the patterns, the stuff that helps them not get blindsided by what's coming next. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. You've got 2 mindsets. The vendor, which is where most people are stuck, is all about me, me, me. My product does this, my goal is to sell. It just doesn't work anymore. The effective approach? Be the observer. Your message is, here's what I'm seeing in the market. My goal is to share a pattern. See the difference? One is a pitch, the other is a gift of insight.
And when you do that, when you share those market patterns, something incredible happens. You stop being a salesperson and you become a credible authority. It builds this massive amount of trust because it feels like you're giving them an inside scoop, a private briefing. You're not just another vendor trying to sell them something. You're the person with the map.
All right, section 3. We've talked a lot about the problem. Now let's get to the good stuff, the solution. Let's break down the actual 2026 growth system.
So first things first, we got to change how we think about the word funnel. Forget about high-pressure sales tactics. A podcast funnel is different. It's a system. It's a journey you create to build trust, guiding the right person from just hearing about you for the first time all the way to actually wanting to work with you.
The whole thing stands on 3 pillars. It's really that simple. Number 1, you have to engineer your episodes to create moments of insight. Don't just hope they happen. 2, you pull those moments out and turn them into micro-content. And 3, and this is the magic ingredient, use a very specific call to action, what we call a pattern recognition CTA.
Okay, section 4. Let's talk about that third pillar, because honestly, the pattern recognition CTA is the secret sauce to this whole system. It's a total game changer, so we're going to spend some real time on it right now.
So what on earth is a pattern recognition benchmark CTA? Well, it's not your typical buy now button. It's an invitation. You're inviting a leader to self-diagnose, to see how their strategy stacks up against the patterns you're seeing in the market. See, leaders are obsessed with not falling behind. They want to know, are we doing this right? What are other successful companies doing? This CTA taps directly into that psychological need. You're not asking for a commitment. You're offering them a benchmark, a way to validate their own decisions. It's incredibly powerful.
And here's the difference in black and white. The old way? Book a call. That screams sales pitch and immediately puts up a wall. It's asking for a big commitment. The new way? See the patterns. That's all about sparking curiosity. It respects their intelligence. It says, I have information you need. Come take a look. It's an invitation, not a demand.
So here are some actual phrases you can use. See how other companies are doing this. Get the implementation checklist. Read the full breakdown. Notice a theme here? None of them are asking for a sales meeting. They all offer value. They give the leader a tool to help them make a better decision. You're giving them the data and letting them connect the dots themselves, which is exactly how they want to operate.
Okay, final section, from system to studio. Because having a great strategy is one thing, but actually executing it consistently and professionally, that's a whole other ballgame. So how do you actually do this?
Right, this is the million-dollar question. How do you possibly create a steady, reliable stream of high-quality content without it becoming your full-time job? How do you do it efficiently?
Imagine this. What if you could create an entire month's worth of content, all 30 days of it?
In just one afternoon. No, seriously, it's totally possible. The secret is a production method called live to tape, where everything is set up to be captured perfectly in real time. It basically eliminates all that painful post-production work.
And this is what that process looks like. You literally walk in, you hit record, and you walk out. That's it. When you have a professional space where all the tech is already handled, all the friction is gone, you can just focus on what you do best, sharing your expertise.
And that's really the whole package, isn't it? A smart strategy combined with a ridiculously efficient way to execute it. That's how you build a real lead gen engine. And again, a massive thank you to the team that makes this kind of efficient production possible, Voxel Micro Video Labs by Don Allen Experience in San Pedro.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. If professional production is now this easy, this accessible, is the era of grainy, low-quality video for serious business finally over? Is the bar now permanently higher? It's something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.